Capezio Ballet Academy.
Hi, it's Miss Lisa. Today's video is for my older dancers and for the parents of my younger dancers. I am going to show you how to loosen the taps on your tap shoes to get a better sound out of them, and I'm going to talk about my favorite ballet shoes for class as well. So let's start with these taps. This is one that has not been loosened yet, and this one I already loosened so we can do a little comparison. Many children's tap shoes come with the taps nailed in, and you can see I have screws in these ones right here. If your tap shoes have the taps nailed in, you won't be able to do this, but that is completely fine. You can use those no problem for class. Loosening the taps is just a preference to get a different sound out of the taps. So these ones I have loosened a little tiny bit. You can see that they're a little wiggly. And you don't want to loosen them much more than that, because if you do, you can get more of a rattling sound, which you don't want. You just want tiny, tiny bit wiggly. And same thing for the heel tap here. And in comparison, I cannot move this one at all. Okay, I have brought you down on the floor so we can hear the difference between the loose tap and the tight tap. I hope you can hear it. Here is the tight tap, and here's the one that is a little bit loose. It just has a little bit different of a tone in the sound. So whichever way you prefer, you can do a tight or a loose. I prefer the loose a little bit. All you need to loosen your taps is a regular screwdriver. So you just unscrew them a little bit, not very much, because like I said before, we don't want them to get too loose. And I will show you what too loose looks like. So this is how you can do it properly, just a little bit at a time and then test them. That's pretty good. You can get a tiny bit of a wiggle there. This one could be a little bit looser. I'm going to loosen them too much to show you. Okay, so these ones I have loosened too much. You can see them pulling off the shoe, and you can really, really wiggle them around, really rattle them. And we don't want that because it can give a rattling sound, and also they will loosen themselves, and you don't want the screws to fall out. You also don't want the screws sticking out, so that the screws are what's hitting the floor rather than the tap. So if that happens and they become too loose, either from over loosening them or just from over time, them becoming loose while you're tapping, you just want to screw them back in and make sure you are keeping a tiny, tiny bit of space so you're still getting that nice sound from the first time you loosened them. So you just screw them back in and just check it. So just keep adjusting them until they are as loose as you want, which, like I said before, is just a tiny, tiny bit loose. And that's it. Next, I would like to talk about my favorite kind of ballet shoes. These are the ones that I use, and these are my personal preference, which is the Bloch Performas. The thing that I love the most about these, both for myself and also for students, is that they don't have a tie. Instead of a tie, they have elastic all the way around, so you can easily stretch them and put them on your foot. And also you don't have ties that are coming untied during class. And you don't have to stop and keep retying anybody's shoes. So I definitely recommend for all ages to find ballet shoes with the elastic rather than the tie. Bloch does make children's ballet shoes like this as well, and a few other brands do too. I will link them in the description box, so if you would like to purchase some ballet shoes that don't have a tie, you can find them easily there. You can also just type in no string ballet shoes or no tie ballet shoes, and you'll be able to find some options. They do come in adult and children. So that is all from me today. Bye, I'll see you next time.